Hello and welcome back to the Turbo Newscast.
Mm-hmm.
I'd just like
Welcome back.
I would just like to start off this section by apologizing. Falkfinge.net really sucks for how they align their stories.
Indeed. Oh,
Now-
this is so bad.
Yes, now I'm going to show you what I mean. This is as far left as I can go. Yeah.
It's terrible.
Their story is literally... Yep. Oh, fuck you. There we go. There we go. It's literally on the edge of the screen.
Of glory?
No. Are you Lady
Oh.
Gaga?
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know.
Well, anyways.
Hey, I had the chance to make the reference.
Anyways, now we're gonna actually cover the story that's that's on the site instead
Yes,
of just.
at least it's not exclusively in Hebrew.
Yeah, you've got that. Oh. So, anyways, we're gonna actually get to the story now. The
Please.
European Parliament has scolded Visa, MasterCard, and PayPal for killing WikiLeaks donations and have initiated regulation. The European Parliament has ordered new legislation to regulate credit card companies' ability to refuse service. Now, of course, the Pirate Party is behind this. I have to say, they are my favorite party. And not just because they're kind of a nifty idea. They're actually doing some pretty neat things. Like this.
Well, something called the Pirate Party would naturally be your favorite.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a point. But yes, in the week leading up to this initiation of regulation, that's a fun sentence to say. Initiation of regulation. So many sounds.
Getting too easily distracted.
Banks in Sweden were caught in the act of arbitrarily discriminating against fully legal business owners that the banks claimed sold, according to the banks, questionable products like horror movies, movies with nudity, or sex toys. Meanwhile, these same banks happily channeled stock in corporations under investigation of genocide. You know, the fun ones.
Oh.
When pressed on the matter, the banks referred to vague rules from Visa and MasterCard, who apparently are in a position to shut down any business or organization on the planet they don't agree with for any reason.
Why are all of these corporations all of the bad
Because
in these banks?
they are corporations.
Oh. You need some damn ethics. Just saying.
Fuck yo ethics.
That's
No
why
money.
corporations don't make good people. Because they have no moral code at all.
Their morals is money.
They're morally bankrupt because they want their pockets to be full. Anyways.
That's really all I have to say about that. I don't like doing world news on this show just because I have no idea what the fuck is going on in all the rest of the world,
Because you're not.
even though I hang out with a worldwide group of people, I don't know what's going on in those places because I don't
You're-
live there.
You're a worldly illiterate cosmopolitan.
I feel like you just insulted me in 4 different languages. And I have no idea what any of those languages were.
Worldly illiterate cosmopolitan. You know what illiterate means. You know what
That's
worldly
the
means.
only one
You
I
know
know some
worldly
of
meat.
these words, but they don't go
Cosmopolitan.
together that way.
They do. I just made the sentence.
Ugh.
I made the phrase worldly, illiterate, cosmopolitan. That's what you are.
Okay.
It's an oxymoron. Well, not
Ugh.
really. You should know
Well,
what cosmopolitan means, you fool.
well, we just said money equals morals for corporations. Here's another example. Here's another example. Experts fear shortage of unprofitable cancer drug.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, German cancer experts are warning of a looming shortage of one of the most widely used drugs to treat the disease because pharmaceutical companies say it's not financially worth their while to make it anymore.
I like my medicine to treat things relatively inexpensive. So, I don't know. I feel like cancer is one of those things that we should just be trying to cure and not worrying about how much money it puts into our pockets. Know what I'm saying?
I'm really kind of worried. How long before we start reporting on the story German cancer victims go on mass riot against pharmaceutical companies?
Oh boy.
I'm really kind of worried here.
Oh boy. 3 weeks. Thanks, Beanish.
And
The world is screwed.
I think the name of the drug, it kind of just reflects the attitude of the whole article. The drug is called fluorouracil, and it is also known as 5-FU.
You know those FUs? I could have 5 of them.
It's like the companies just said, "You need some more? FU."
I don't think that was going through their minds when they made that. Just letting you know.
All you need is punctuation, and you change the meaning of a sentence.
Not all that you... What? Yeah.
From "you need more FU" to you go to "you need more FU."
You know, not everyone thinks the way you do, Cliff.
Most people don't think the way I do.
Shall we continue?
Uh,
Or does it only get worse?
well, this next one's much, much better.
Oh, okay.
We start one crisis, and we solve another.
We solve another.
Um,
Which is weird because we solved cancer a while ago, and now we're having problems with it again.
yep,
That's fantastic.
yep. Scientists have successfully generated gasoline out of thin air.
Magic.
Yeah. So pretty much scientists said, "Hey, see this hat? Nothing in this hat. Nothing. See? Hat's empty. No, you know what? I have the hat. There is nothing in this hat. Nothing. Nothing in the hat. Gasoline!" Science!
You're a wizard scientist.
Oh,
I feel like that was a pretty pointless demonstration.
I don't even care. That was fun for me.
This is true.
Breakthrough technology has taken carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen from CO2 and water in the air to create methanol, and then converts it into gasoline.
Well, it is profitable because you can buy air. I don't know how it works, but you can. Like, they're working on privatizing everything. You can privatize life, just letting you know. So, why not air?
See, even in the article, it sounds like alchemy or magic.
Because they use the words alchemy and magic in there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, well, where did Edward Elric come from? Why is he here? And why is he making gasoline out of thin air?
Now, of course, it seems so simple that you may wonder, why haven't we been getting our gasoline this way all along? Well, there's one small complication. So far, scientists haven't been able to prove that the process generates more energy than it requires. The technique requires electricity for its chemical conversions. The process can't be viable until it's demonstrated that the energy needed as input costs less than what's gained as output.
Yeah, that's kind of the biggest thing when it comes to energy.
Yeah.
If it's taking more energy to make the energy, then it's not worth it.
Yeah, it's basically the same kind of principle behind the flashlight hooked up into the solar panels, and then you turn it on and point the flashlight at the solar panels to power itself.
Yeah. Wait, that's an analogy? People do that?
Have you never seen
I've never
that?
heard of that.
Really?
No.
Yeah, that's totally a thing. You take solar panels and you wire that to the battery compartment, so you don't actually have to toss in batteries, and you turn on the flashlight.
Just plug a potato into your flashlight.
Yeah.
It seems a lot easier, and you can eat it afterwards. Anyways, that's really not the point here.
No, it's not.
Though I kind of wish it was. Anyways.
Well, it's kind of the point, because just like with that flashlight, it's gonna die eventually because the light that it's giving out isn't as powerful as it's not powerful enough to supply enough solar energy to keep it going for long and for
what if
very
it
long
was?
at all. If
like
it was,
what if physics as we knew it was backwards, and therefore you could make more energy that way than it would take to do the process?
well, then we wouldn't be sitting here now, would we? We would be sitting in a little magic box in front of every single person as holograms, conversing as full-featured people.
And the world would be a better place.
And ants would have top hats and...
Dude, I want this now. Stop selling it to me.
And artificial muscle would be stronger than actual muscle. Wait, no, that's an actual thing.
Oh boy, did you just... Oh. Damn it, Cliff.
Oh, artificial muscles, according to scientists, are 200 times stronger than human muscle.
This page is formatted incredibly awkwardly.
Oh, I guess I should switch over to left instead of center. It's formatted perfectly for mine.
No, it's formatted awful on mine. Anyways.
Oh, is it a flash background? Yeah, it probably is. The tiny artificial muscles created by an international team of researchers are 200 times stronger than human muscle fibers of comparable size. In the future, improved versions could actually go into the next generation of people.
I don't know if I'd want muscles that are 200 times stronger than mine. That seems like it could do a lot of damage that I wouldn't want it to do. Like, I would be Goku from Dragon Ball Z, crushing things accidentally.
I imagine that this would require some sort of training course, like it did for the. And I'm totally going kind of nerd here. in the Halo books, it would it would probably require some sort of training course to get used to the enhanced abilities.
You step on the ground and you just leave a dent. It just like breaks the earth.
But really, wouldn't that just be awesome?
Dude, then all you need is the Super Saiyan hair and you'd be all set to go.
Yeah, that's why. Some people just want to go Super Saiyan.
Indeed. It sounds really painful, actually. I don't want to do it. It sounds like they're in an enormous amount of pain when they do it.
Well, seeing as they take entire episodes to
do it.
Yeah.
Well, there's your anime review for the day. Dragon Ball Z taking way too long to make transformations.
Oh my god, wouldn't that be awesome if you just, like, secretly augment a wrestler with these? So,
secretly?
yeah, like, no one else knows that this wrestler has, like, epic arms. And then you toss him out there against, like, the Hulk or something. No, you toss him out there against, like,
Superman.
Hulk Hogan or something. I don't know.
Hulk Hogan.
I don't watch wrestling.
Slash the Hulk. They're both the same person.
And then just he destroys Hulk Hogan.
Like one punch, and Hulk Hogan just goes flying across the arena.
That would be the best thing ever. I would actually watch that wrestling.
You know, I would rather have
And then you'd paint him green, and then he'd become the Hulk.
I'd rather have like Auto-Mail from like Fullmetal Alchemist than I would super like muscles. Just because that sounds really weird in my body. I'd rather just not have it in my body and just be like an extension. That's just me though. I'm kind of weird like that.
No, bad thoughts. I know it's all scripted. But
wouldn't it just be hilarious though if you just hit someone and you just go sending and you just send Hulk Hogan flying across the room?
Let me have my fantasy.
You can write that in fanfic, Cliff. That's what fanfic is for.
Well,
did we get off topic?
You know, strangely enough, I don't even know.
It's true. We kind of stayed on topic while going off topic.
We are kind of still on topic. Oh, but, getting back on topic, well, on next topic.
On next topic.
Robots! Robots are always fun. And in this case, robots are, well, going to replace costly U.S. mine-clearing dolphins.
Explains.
The U.S. Navy has told BBC Future that they are ready to replace their pods of highly trained dolphins with robots. Because, you know, they're kind of cheaper.
But that's so much less awesome. That's like the future being less awesome than the present. Train the dolphins! You don't get much more awesome than that unless they're dolphins with lasers.
I know, that's the best part. You're replacing the most awesome thing in existence, dolphins that clear out mines.
You have the most awesome thing ever. I feel sad now. Why would you put this depressing story in here? I didn't even know it existed until now, but now I'm depressed for some reason.
Now, if it'll help, they're not going to phase out the dolphins until 2017. So
Yeah, that makes me feel much better.
the dolphins still have a job until 2017.
Can I ride them as they do their mind clearing things?
You know, Oidisco brings up a good point. Are there dolphins veterans now?
I guess. Do they get like medals of honor for clearing out mines?
Well, there was a dog that got a Medal of Honor or some at.
Wouldn't that hurt to stick a medal of honor onto a dolphin?
You know? I don't even want to know.
I feel like it's a mood issue.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, seeing as you made
well,
that
it
into
it is slightly awful though using dolphins to remove mines because if something goes wrong, they blow up.
Well, yeah.
So I don't know. I guess I don't mind robots being blown up as much as I mind dolphins being blown up.
Yeah, and come on, it's cheaper.
It is cheaper. Can I have like one of the trained dolphins and just have it in my backyard or something? I don't know. Anyways,
Well, you kind of made that story depressing. So, let's just keep going down the hole. A gene has
I don't
been
know what's
found.
up with Google today.
A gene has been found that helps predict the time of death, the time you might die. Researchers have found a common gene variant that influences A, when you wake up each day, and B, the time of day you might die.
Well, I wake up at different times each day. So, what does that mean? I wake up whenever the hell I feel like waking up.
Ask me what it means. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I don't know.
Are you sure you're not a scientist?
147% sure.
That would explain it.
Uh-huh.
Do they still make clocks like that? Sorry.
Yeah, they make clocks like that. I almost had one. I almost bought one, but that one would
That
annoy
looks
the
really
shit out of me.
annoying.
Oh my god, yes, that's the point.
I would throw that thing.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's not really the point of this article. I just feel like it should be.
We are so good at actually covering the article.
Yeah, Steve Pickles agrees with me. It should be the point of the article.
To quote Andrew Lim, who conducted the work as a postdoctoral fellow in the Department of Neurology at Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center, the internal biological clock regulates many aspects of human biology and behavior, such as preferred sleep times of peak cognitive performance, and the timing of many physiological processes. It also influences the timing of acute medical events like stroke and heart attack.
This gene is gypping me then, because I'm never at my cognitive peak.
Yeah, I know, neither am I. I need a Mountain Dew to do that.
This gene is just being real shit to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die in like 5 minutes for all I freaking know.
Well, speaking of death,
I don't know. I'm pretty sure that those clocks could give me a heart attack.
Speaking of death, we've done a lot of stories.
I'm glad you have one of these.
We've done a lot of stories about space in our time. In fact, I think we've done one even about warp drives before. Maybe a couple about the feasibility of warp drives. And, as you know, they've become more and more feasible as time progresses. Well, we've found a downside, but it's
That's
the most
pretty intense downside.
It's the most badass downside I have ever seen.
No, that's horrible.
The downside of warp drives is you annihilate an entire star system when you arrive.
That's awful.
I'm sorry, but that's just... We're here...
Well, not then you gotta warp to somewhere else because you're in the middle of nowhere again.
But then you fuck up somewhere else.
You're if you warp anywhere, you're done. You either obliterate the universe or you sit there and die. This is the
So,
worst downside I've heard of anything in forever.
but you have to admit, it's one hell of a show. Oh, so NASA's researchers have recently revisited the Alcubierre warp drive and concluded that its power requirements are not as batshit insane as they once thought. But a new analysis from the University of Sydney claims that using a warp drive like the Alcubierre comes with the drawback of causing cataclysmic explosions at your destination.
It could.
Could. May not.
Could.
To see how the Alcubierre drive could devastate an entire star system, you have to know a little bit about a little about how it would work. The ship would consist of the central pod and a large flattened ring around it, which would be made of an as-yet unidentified kind of dense exotic matter capable of bending space-time. Look like this. You supply the craft with enough energy, and the very fabric of the universe can be warped. NASA believes that this would require orders of magnitude less energy than Alcubierre originally thought. And when activated, the space behind it expands, and the space in front of it contracts, with the ship itself humming along in a stable bubble in space. The bubble is the problem.
Does it like pop and explode everything?
As your faster-than-light ship sails through the cosmos, not alone. There's a lot of high-energy particles shooting through the void. And those particles are liable to get swept up in the warp field and remain trapped in that stable bubble. The longer you're traveling, the more of those particles you have building up in that sphere, in that bubble. And now it's not gonna affect the warp drive at all, because of a funny little quirk of relativity. There's no upper limit to the amount of energy it could pick up.
I feel like this is going bad places.
Yeah. The instant the drive is disengaged, the space-time gradient that allows it to move faster than light goes away, and all of the particles trapped during the journey have to go somewhere, and researchers believe they would be blasted outward in a cone directly in front of the ship.
So just fly backwards.
Anything waiting for you at the other end of your trip vanishes.
Oh my gosh, that is the greatest thing ever.
What?
Might as well call it the Christopher Columbus warp drive.
Where the hell is that?
That's in the comments. This is the first one.
Oh.
That is beautiful.
Oh. Oh.
At least it's quicker than smallpox.
Well, there were two pieces of news that were huge this week. One of them, as we already covered, was the Wii U. The other one wasn't so happy.
It wasn't so... yeah.
Hostess is no more. First off, I apologize. This story actually has nothing to do with Hostess. I just had to have something Hostess related in here, so yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Hostess is no more. They went into, or the unions were on strike. Then they went into mediation. Decided that mediation wouldn't help. So now they're back on track. Going bankrupt. And they are going to be selling off all of their assets, you know, all of that. It's gonna be a while until we see some more Twinkies and ding-dongs and ho-hos and
I don't really mind because a lot of that stuff really grosses me out anyways.
I haven't eaten Twinkies or anything in a
Yeah,
while.
like, I don't eat those things really. I have other foods, other snacks, so it doesn't really bother me.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that it's kind of embedded in the public consciousness. Or
Like,
the
I like
American consciousness.
European desserts much more than I like any American desserts, so most of my crap is European.
If you've never
But-
had a Twinkie, it's like a really crap sponge cake, really oily, filled with whipped cream that tastes a little bit different. It's
I
kind
guess
of
you-
really crap.
I guess you just have to find a new way to shoot cream into your mouth.
You know, I don't know why we like this.
Ew.
It's an American thing.
Well, it's gone now.
Yeah, it's
I like
one
how
of
the
those
major-
American
I think that
things.
almost all of our viewers right now are not even in America. I think Ashley's the only one.
Uh-huh. Ashley and Fiffles.
And Fiffles. So there you go.
Oh.
So there's our two big news stories. Wii U and no more Hostess.
Yep. Alright, so we will be right back after this short break with section 2. You know, the fun section.
Yeah.
My
section.
His section. We'll see you in a second.